Evet. Mm. Yes, it's okay. Hello, everyone. You are very welcome to our broadcast today. Today I'm talking about creating a leadership brand and how important it is. It's including knowing yourself, knowing ourselves, and leading ourselves, networking, and adaptability, coaching. How important these topics related to leadership brand. I hope you will get something useful. Coaching and leadership programs are relevant to all of us. You don't necessarily need to be a manager or leader to acquire these skills. Leadership involves knowing ourselves, being able to define ourselves, being able to lead ourselves. So I'm also working in this market in business world. I'm working in business world and also working with university students for these programs, and they contribute a lot. They're working to acquire these skills because they know how important they are in their life using these skills. I provide consultancy and work with managerial colleagues. I work on managerial development programs. In our 30s and 40s, we learn some new things in our lives. It's important to learn these skills before reaching these ages. How do I manage my leadership brand? A person needs to know themselves. We'll discuss becoming a good speaker, which is very important for our brand, for leaders' brand. I'm requesting all our colleagues, whether they are leaders or followers or employees, to write their name on a blank sheet of a paper and take a break and think about and evaluate yourself. Ask these questions to yourself. What have I done for myself so far? What can I do differently in the future? All of us need to do these exercises. Writing and studying on these aspects is important. We are all a brand. As we know, the digital world has evolved significantly. Everyone is connected to all the news with smartphones. We are experiencing a period of significant change. How do I appear in my own seat? How do I look in the digital world? How do I create an impact? This is crucial. How do I define myself? It's important to ask these questions to oneself. Conducting competitive analysis. What are my studies related to diplomas, certificates, academic careers, and other subjects? What are the organizations, resources? What sanctions have been imposed on me? And what do I want to do? So all these questions are crucial to ask myself. What are the resumes of colleagues in similar positions? This one is important for evaluate as well. Due to conditions, resumes can vary. The company they work for can invest in high potential managers. They can support transformation and provide guidance, good, master's programs, discount agreements, and overseas education, international supports, mentoring, coaching, like that. Individuals need to take responsibility for their own development. If the company approves, they can specialize in different areas. Being a good speaker, representing the company in different places, like speaking at universities, etc. It's important for a person to develop themselves in the world agenda and the country's agenda. It should be said, it is important for a person to develop themselves beyond the definitions of the organizations. All our organizations have some rules and definitions and the definition of success. And what important is the leader should think about beyond the organization's definitions. Individuals have investments that will differentiate. The company management or the company board, of course, it looks at its own resources. What do I have in hand? That's how they decide for the promotions and for the other international transfers. A leader who develops themselves effectively manages their management team, and these competencies permeate all relations. We create an image on social media. Being aware of this, we must recognize what impact we are creating. If usage is high, awareness of the impact it creates should be there. If you use it for personal use, it's a personal means private use, it's a different aspect. But if you use it related to your work and position, you should support it with appropriate and successful messages. Being professionally visible, being digitally visible is important. Doing achievements, social responsibilities, and complying with company policies are important. In an environment where appearances matter, you have to be visible. Otherwise, you must be prepared, we must be prepared to accept any outcome and don't complain. Being innovative, bringing suggestions is very important. Managing projects, positioning effort in the right place, making it sustainable are factors that increase the company's value. Organizations need to renew themselves. We need to understand the demands of the younger generation and employees. Providing environments where justice, accurate performance measurements, and support for creativity are offered is necessary. Let's be flexible, let's be adaptable, we say. How flexible is the organization? Are you flexible? Is your organization flexible? These are important questions. Planning the future, planning the alternatives, it's necessary to ask these questions and reply and think about the answer. What's the plan B in the daily life? Everyone needs to create scenarios. Where do I see myself? What do I need for it? Whether I'm a manager or not, everyone needs to work on a 10-year plan for a meaningful life. What will my action plan be? Please think about it for yourself, for your life, for your business life. What's your 10-year plan? And what will my action plan be? After action plans are created, differentiation begins. Action performance is also very important. Opening the mind, opening up the vision, understanding different perspectives and cultures, curiosity, learning, development are crucial. Creating horizontal management, servant leadership, creating innovative learning organizations is important. Young and experienced people learn from each other. Coaching is about turning a person's potential into performance, we can say. A person's ability to see, understand, and turn their own potential into performance, manage well, and be efficient. Coaching courses must be given, especially in schools, before business life. Awareness needs to be at a high level. Big picture thinking, necessary work must be done. Understanding and efficiency will go hand in hand. As a leader, my energy, my light is important. The impact of my presence is important. My motivation is my strength. Being able to read the impact and being aware of the effect is important. Knowing the development areas, being aware of them, and creating an action plan for myself. One must be aware of whether their values align with the company's values, as misalignment can lead to discomfort. Because if it doesn't fit, there is unrest. It can turn potential power into benefit. Networking creates value. Relationships are networking. Being in what kind of network, its quality, what contribution it has to with work, how it contributes, knowing and understanding these is important. We all need to review the network we are in, the contributions we create for our network, and the contributions we receive from our network, both professionally and personally. Instead of trial and error, we need to use some channels differently. Since the existence of humanity, it has existed throughout history. It's important to talk about how it can be done within a corporate framework. Trust, protection, seeking help are all involved in interaction and communications with each other. In networking, the manager's power, the person's sincerity, depth of knowledge, values, and the contribution they offer to the other party determine it. To be a good networker, a person must increase their wealth, experience, depth, and sincerity. When networking is done well, it provides information flow, openness to different experiences, learning and sharing, openness to job opportunities, openness to potential innovations, providing suggestions, adding value. When done poorly, then the opposite is true. It weakens you in terms of seeing the real picture. It's important to see the real picture in business life. When one develops themselves, they understand their own position within the organization. They become aware of the impact they create on others. You may think you are indispensable. You may think you have failed, but these may not be true. You need to notice. Everyone needs to work on networking. How often do I meet with which groups? What are my digital works on networking? You need to work for these areas. When I look at my position, I must achieve my goals. Chasing numbers only, wanting to continue old ways of doing business can mislead some managers. From the organization's perspective, they need to reconsider what will make them successful. When working, knowing the parties, making relationships sustainable is important. It requires extra effort, but in the long run, it will contribute to success. A good network, when done properly, benefits the system. Mutual exchange improves the system. It saves time and money. What's important for a brand what's important for a brand, for a good leader brand. Be positive, be realistic, be aware, overcome emptiness, be someone people refer and apply to. Trust is everything. Honesty is crucial. One fundamental thing is trust. Listening, questioning skills, building rapport are important in networking. Know your values. Our values serve as the unwavering compass guiding our decisions and actions. When your brand mirrors your values, it radiates authenticity and reliability. These are crucial for brand. And effective for the brand, effective communication stands as a cornerstone as a cornerstone. Whether you are addressing as a vast audience or engage in one-on-one dialogue, your ability to articulate your thoughts clearly, persuasively is pivotal. The never-ending learning. We all have to learn and learn. A robust leadership brand is inherently dynamic, never stagnant. It's firmly grounded in continuous learning and perpetual growth. A curious mindset, an insatiable thirst for knowledge are very, very important for valuable brand. The more you learn, the more enriched your brand becomes. The other one, as I said before, authenticity. Authentic leaders are the bedrock of trust. Being true yourself, refraining from mimicking someone else's leadership style, and remaining genuine are non-negotiables. Authenticity is a beacon of light. Your brand radiates, and people can instinctively discern it. Credibility and trust depend on your unwavering authenticity. For the other one, adaptability. In an era characterized by rapid change, adaptability is paramount. Leaders who possess the dexterity to pivot, innovate, and wholeheartedly embrace change are the ones who flourish. Make adaptability an integral phase of your leadership brand, and you'll be better equipped to navigate the complexities that traverse your path. The other one is legacy. Building a leadership brand is a journey that transcends time. It's an expedition of self-awareness, authenticity, and unceasing personal development. Your brand doesn't merely encapsulate how you view yourself. It signifies how others perceive you, what impact. It epitomizes the impact you forge and the trust you nurture. Crafting a leadership brand is not an overnight endeavor. It's a lifelong commitment to ceaseless pursuit of personal and professional growth. As you embark on this profound odyssey, always remember that your brand mirrors your character, your values, and your actions. So be intentional about legacy you aspire to leave behind and the leadership brand you aspire to be remembered for. Thank you for listening. So if you have any question, please ask. I'll answer immediately. So have a good day. Thank you so much. Regards. Goodbye.